Hello everyone, this is a tutorial for the last fight in the game, Donkey Kong. He is the only fighter that you can't fight until after you beat both Contender Mode and Tunnel Defense, and he is also considered one of the hardest fights in the game. I wouldn't personally say he is the hardest fight in the game, but because you don't fight him until a random occurrence in Max Less Stand, it is understandable that most people would get one of their losses to Donkey Kong, as his fighting style is quite different from the rest of the fights. So without further ado, let's get started. What Donkey Kong does for every attack is some sort of taunt, similar to what Don Flamenco does. When you throw a punch, he is going to dodge, and then his attack will end up in a few different ways depending on what the taunt is. His first set of taunts are a wink, followed by an armpit scratch, followed by a kiss. Each of these taunts he will follow up with an attack if he dodges. If he dodges on the wink, he will throw his fist down from above. On the armpit scratch, he will throw a backhanded punch, and on the kiss taunt, he will throw 2 punches. On all of his taunts, there is always a small window of opportunity to get a star off of him. For example, the winking taunt at the beginning is one of the easiest to get stars off of. The timing for this is waiting for him to close his eye when he winks, or right when the sound effect for the wink plays. His second and third taunts are a little harder to time since they happen right at the beginning of the taunt. After about 3 taunts, he will retreat to the back of the ring temporarily. From here he will either leap in the air and slam into you, or roll up to you. He will not attack if he is rolling up. It is an opportunity to get a free star off of him. The leaps in the air are also the main opportunity I use to perform an instant knockdown if I have the star punch ready to be thrown. Though getting the timing right takes a lot of practice as the window to get it is really small. Personally, if I was going for the instant knockdown, I would try throwing the star punch right at the moment he is about to lift off the ground. But even without the instant knockdown, his first phase is relatively easy. His second phase adds a new dancing taunt, which consists of dodging 3 punches in succession, as well as a new open-armed leap attack, which, if you counter, will be able to stun him. However, there is a pretty easy way to get a star off of this taunt. If you wait until he lifts his right arm, which is going to be on your left side, to its highest extent, if you throw the punch then you should be able to get a star. Other than those 2 additions to his second phase, there isn't much else that is different from his first phase. On his third phase, he adds one more taunt, which I call the fist licking taunt. This is arguably the hardest to dodge, as it consists of 6 punches you need to dodge in succession. Though if you are able to dodge the first 5 punches and counter before he throws his 6th punch, you will get a prolonged stun which deals a lot more damage by itself. I recommend playing around and seeing what possible sets of punches he does because he can switch it up more often than not. However, the structures are generally the same. There is a counter to this taunt which can get you a star, and it happens to be as he is walking up to you, though it's quite hard to land. And that's basically all there is to it. If you enjoyed the video or this video helped you fight him a little better, then consider liking the video and subscribing, and I will see you next time.